Hey, what's going on, guys? So you see here we have a tier list, of course, operators that way. Yeah. Operator tier Rainbow Six Siege tier list. Now, of course, I can't do Siege videos because I have a terrible graphics card, and I just can't record it because the frames are terrible no matter how low I put the quality, etc. Right? So I apologize, but I want to, so I'm gonna save up money, get a better graphics card, and do some Siege videos instead of just Fortnite, Conquer, and all that sort of stuff. So instead I'm going to do a tier video, a tier list, right, of what this is all personal, alright? Disclaimer, this is all just personal preference. Not preference, but like who I think is more important than others. Maybe due to how I play, or how I can aim, or if I play them often or not. But this tier list is just mainly my personal preference and who I think is important from watching pros, and think about their gadget and they're useful. Some are situational, some will not be, but that will be explained later in the video when I rank them. So to start off, we got Alibi. Alright, now I don't think Alibi is low tier because she's got some good guns. Right, you got an SMG, sprays fast, got some nice sights and attachments. You got a pistol, you got an impact nades, and then you got a gadget, which makes things unpeekable for like windows. If you shoot them randomly, you'll get tagged. So I think she may be around. This is personal again. Just want to say that last time. So I don't think she's a top tier, but I don't think she's the lowest tier. So I'm gonna say she's B. Right. That my B to C is gonna be my average. My A is gonna be like kind of important, but you don't need them all the time. And S is like very important. Try to run it most of the times, kind of thing, right? Or like when you do pick and ban. And D and E are like, they have some use, of course, but they're not as important as the other characters. So if we were to say useful wise, I think her gadget's more of a C, depending on how you use it. But with a kit, I think it's a B. Now we got Ash. So Ash is selfish. It's like a selfish operator, right? Her gadget's soft breaching, cool, of course. Guns, awesome, but like more people like to use her as a rushing solo operator, like a solo wolf. So like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just gonna rush with Ash, or I'm gonna play by myself while my team takes this as a thermite thatcher, right? So I don't think she's top tier, absolute top tier. Like, oh, she's amazing, you need to bring her all the time, right? Like, she's there for gunfire and stuff. So her gadget is good, but she's not the most exactly useful to the team. So if I would have to rank her, Alibi is a B. So I think Ash is more of a... See, like, she's a bit of an in-between. Ash, in my opinion, of course. But I don't think she's more useful. So, I like Alibi that has a use for her gadget. Her gadget is just soft breaching. But there's better people like Buck. Or you got, like, Sophia. And Sledge. Like, you got all the other people that can do this. That have a better kit to help the team-wise. Or their kit is more solid and stable. While her kit's more fast-paced kind of action. So I think I'm going to put her in C. Not because she's horrible or anything, but important wise, I don't think she's as important. If it's someone to like Sophia or Sledge, they got grenades. Like Sophia has impact nades, and then Sophia concussion grenades. Or Sledge has got grenades, and he's got a sledgehammer, so he can break a lot. Bandit. Okay, so Bandit, good guns, good kit, good gadget, right? It's pretty useful. So I think I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this for him, because I think we all know he's pretty good. Alright, so I'm thinking he's useful when it comes to bandit things like thermite walls. So I think I'm going to put an A, right? Because not every objective needs a bandit. You don't need to electrify everything. Sometimes there's no walls or all that. He's useful. Like, you can bring him most of the times, but he isn't the necessity you need. He does stop thermite and Habana, which is good. But if, let's say, you would go top floor and consulate, you don't exactly need a bandit. Like, you could bring him, of course, he'd be useful, but you don't exactly need him the most. This is my preference. That's what I'm thinking, of course. Blackbeard. So Blackbeard, I'm not gonna say he's a bad operator. Right? Everyone's putting hate on him. I don't think he's the worst operator. He's not bad, but he isn't good. Right? And he can only headshot. This is again a selfish, like, gadget. So I don't think he's absolute worst E tier. He can be useful to the team when doing peaks, windows, or pixel peaks. So I think D, a D tier. because you don't need to bring him at all mostly, unless you're having a plan of some sort. All right, next operator, Blitz. So Blitz, again, he can help the team, but he's more selfish kind of, because he's a shield operator. He's got all the things, but he's like a Blackbeard. He runs well with the team, but you have to be coordinated. And I don't think I think he's more D-ish C. So I think he's between. I want to put him D, but I think that he's between. Because like you could bring someone like Monty, who's more useful to the team because he can help block bullets or do all these things. But Blitz is also pretty good, but I don't think he's the best. Again, this isn't like the best operators, but I think their kit and their gadget, but more to their gadget wise and how good that is. Anyway, next Buck. So I think Buck is more like, I wouldn't say more useful than Ash, but I think it's because he's got his frag grenades which blow up stuff, and he has the potential. He has the potential to break a lot more. It might be a smaller hole, but it'll be more holes than, let's say, Ash. She had a breach charge, and Ash charges if you ran that together. 5 services, alright, but Buck, you got 21 shots, I think. You break that, you got grenades. He's got a good AR, the C8, and then you got his DMR, bam, bam, bam. You could choose, I think he's solid B. I think he's pretty good, average, right? You can bring him, it's come play. Now, with Capital. So I think Capital's pretty good. Because he got his asphyxiating bolts and his smoke grenades. You got a okay primary, I'd say. It wasn't the best, but you also got his M249, which is pretty good with the new sight. But also his AR's pretty good. You got flashbangs. I forgot what the other one was now, but I think it was Claymore Recharge, one of the other. But you got your stuns, your smokes, your fire. My opinion, I think he's pretty, like, you should bring him. Like, not because his gun's really good, but because his gadget. His fire can block entries, his smoke can, cover. He got flashbangs to flash the enemies, and then you can shoot them with fire, blind them, and all. So I think he's pretty good. Kit-wise, his guns aren't the best, but if we're talking, team useful, like help your teammates and stuff, I think he's better that way. I think he's more useful helping the team. So I think he would be more often to bring. But normally pick and ban. He's banned. So he's good, but he's normally banned, so it's not exactly the best. Now Castle, I'm going to throw straight to E tier, just kidding. I don't hate him. But he's not useful. Like, I would put him between D and E. Not because I hate him, not because he's bad. He's got a decent SMG with a ump. He got his shotgun, which isn't the best shotgun, but you can use. Then you got his pistols, which are really good in my opinion. Then you got the his impact nades, pretty solid. His gadget helps the team, right? It helps, but it's very situational. Yeah, like if you was skyscraper and you were to go to second floor oh, I forgot the name. The opposite of tier room one. Hopefully it'll come off it. I'm sorry, I forgot this. But the situation like there, that's pretty good. Places with windows or etc. where you could put, in my opinion, that they're good. He's good, right? But like more than half of the objectives, you really don't need to bring him unless you have a strategy. So I would say he isn't useless. Like he isn't exactly useless if you got a strategy. But if you don't, right, then I don't think he's really useful at all because his guns are good, but like you want gadget, right? You want to help the team somewhat. Even if you die, lose your gunfight. So I think he's very situational. So I'm gonna put him in E. Right, that's bottom tier. He's not the worst. He can be a good operator, but you gotta have a strategy. Now I'm thinking the same goes for Caveira. She's good, right? Like her kit isn't the best. She got like nerfed before. Her pistol isn't the best. Shotgun is I think her shotgun's pretty good. Her SMG is also okay. You got her impact nades and you got her ability interrogation. So, again, I think I'm going to throw her into E. Not because she's terrible, her gadget sucks, her kit sucks. I think her kit is good. Her gadget is good. But it, again, is very situational wise. As in, like, how you want to do this. How you want to do this situational. Anyway, we're going to continue faster because it's been 10 minutes and I've not gone through half of them. Clash. I'm going to throw into I'm going to throw it to D, right? Not because she's better than Castle, but because I think she's a little bit more useful, as in the wise, like, she's a shield, so she got teammates behind her, of course, she could block fires. And her gadget, the tase people, it's pretty good, especially since on defense, it can hurt people, and then it can stop people and someone come and attack, like, pretty good. Situational, again, but it's kind of situational and strategy, but you can run it a lot of the times. But she's not exactly the most, like, the one you want to bring all the time. I don't think she's the best, but she's okay. Doc. Now, Doc, I don't think he's absolute must, but I don't exactly think he's a, oh, we should bring him more of the times. Like, with the Rook and Doc, I think more like, they're solidly average. Like, you can bring them, you don't need to bring them, you can bring them, though. Solid MP5, P90 is okay. It's pretty good if you hit your shots with a shotgun. Okay, very good. You got the revolver, the P9, barbed wire, which helps, a shield if you need, healing. Like, he's solid average. Like, he's just all around good. Not much I can say. He isn't the worst. He's like, you don't need to bring, or you need to bring a lot. Just bring him. Like, if you want to, like, oh, I'm feeling Doc, bring him. He's not horrible to have. So, solid beat here. Dekebi. Now, Dekebi, I think, is an A. Like, right now, in my mind, I think. Because I don't think she's a must bring. She's got a good ability where she can make the enemy, like a ring kind of thing. Then you got a smoke grenades or a stunts, but smoke because it's bomb now. You got a DMR, which is pretty good, but like sometimes you might miss a shot here and there in between the bullets. So if you shoot here and the enemy's in the middle and you swap and you try to shoot, but you can't because it's a DMR and you're not fast enough. So it's not the best gun, but I think myself it's pretty good. Her secondary, she got the CZ, the C75. Decent gun, but again the sights. Then you got her SMG-12, which is a bit of recoil. Like most people think there's recoil. I try to not use it at long range, like close range spray. Like, I just think she has a fantastic kit. She smokes up the team. She's got calls, so if they know where the defenders are. So overall, she's solid. You know, I think she's better. Like, you should bring her. Not you should. You can bring her. Don't bring her all the time. You don't have to, but like every here and again, like maybe this match, like 2 rounds later, bring her again or something like that. Not like you don't have to. Maybe don't run her if you don't feel her. Like you're not good as her. You don't have to. Of course, you don't need her in a team composition. I'm just saying if you feel like you should, do it. Elo. I'm gonna throw Elo into D tier. I feel like I got some like got a graph going on. Anyway, D tier. She's got a good. Her gadget's good, but it's not the best. Oh, yeah. I don't think she's the best. I think she's more like like she's like an Ash. I think she's more Ash. So I think I shouldn't bring her. So she's like Ash. She's like let me relate it to someone better. She's like an alibi. She's got a good SMG, but a bit more recoil. Good secondary, good like primary shotgun, unlike alibi, which of course is depending on how you use it. And she's got some good gadget. You got barbed wire, which will help, and shield. But her gadget does stun. It's good, right? But the rest are more useful to the team. I'm not saying the Grisma isn't useful. What I'm trying to say is it isn't exactly the most useful list. Like these are useful in their way, but her one isn't like the most useful. Like if you were to say sell into like, I don't know, Valkyrie, she gets intel, right? You got camps, you can look at people, unlike Ella, which is, oh, this activates, that's it. You're right, the Grisma isn't activating again. Only one time use, and she only gets 3. Valkyrie camps, you get 3, but you can use it if they don't spot it. Right, like I'm saying. Or you got someone like Legion, he gets Guru Mines. That tells information, because he can see it from his screen. And he can tell people. That's what I'm just trying to get to with Ella, right? Like, she's good, but she isn't, you need her. Finka, I think she's a solid B tier again, right? Like, you don't need to bring her. Her gadget is good, right? All the buffs, incoming surge, or something like that. I'm on a tone voice. Bring her. She's good at frag grenades, LMG, all good. AR, good. Shotgun, good. Pistols, good. the gadget like supports her loadout a lot and will help the team if you're rushing. But there are counters like smokes, which is I think myself is very useful. Smoke, it's like a must bring kind of. You don't have to, but try to. Is what I'm getting at with him. So that's what I think. Like Fink is good, but she isn't a must. You could probably win a lot of you could probably win a few rounds without her or a lot. So I don't think she's the most useful. Frost. Now Frost, I'm gonna throw on to C, not because her gadget isn't most useful. Gadget's good. 3 Frost strats, insta downs. Perfect, right? She's got a good SMG, okay shotgun. Her pistol kind of brings it down because I don't really like it. Again, personal preference. I don't like her pistol. You got some good gadgets like barbed wire or a shield. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna put up the B just because a lot of people, like lower ranks, of course. This wise, like lower. Oh no. Okay, C it is because lower ranks, alright, specifically lower ranks, they won't look down to shoot the Frost. Sometimes, every now and again, in higher ranks, they're like, oh, I forgot, kind of thing. But most of the time, they should probably pre-fire the ground, right? They should get used to it. So she's good. Solid kid, solid gadget, but high rank wise, it's kind of a lot of people going to just shoot down, kind of. Or throw a grenade. I don't think she's useful. No, I think she's useful, but high ranking wise, she isn't the most useful. They could be better. Fuse, D. Good kit, good guns, good everything. Gadget, perfect. Not perfect, good. But, again, no one thinks of Fuse. There's better operators to bring. Fuse is good, got smoke, got cluster charge grenades, but a lot of people don't get kills with the cluster grenades because they just run out of there. They don't die. So someone better to bring, like I'm saying, like Cap or Dekebi or Buck, or Finker. Even Ash, I think, is better than Fuse. Just because of her kit and her speed and all that. Get her fast, alright, next one, Glaz. Glaz, good up. I think he's a solid B tier. Some people don't like a sniper, don't bring him all the time, but good gadget. He did get nerfed recently, so where he has to stand and aim in and pew pew pew. He has to stand there to see through the smoke. So good B tier, solid. Good, nice kit. Nice kit, nice gadget. Good working combo. Bring other people's smoke like Cap or Dekebi. But I think wise, if we're talking lowish ranks or gold, maybe some people don't like exactly using his sniper. Higher ranks people will bring it, but again, he's not an essential. You could probably get through it without him. Gridlock. Now, this might be debatable, but I think Gridlock is like an A recently because she's got a denial gadget where it can block off pathways unless they get hurt or have to shoot it. She's got smoke so it can help with the plant or blocking views. She's got breach charges if you need. She's got a good AR. She's got a good LMG. LMG, nice pistol, a super shotty which breaks things. She's just good all around. I can't say no to it. I'm kind of speed this up a bit so some of these explanations are shorter. Barna, S. I don't have to explain. Hard breacher, right? Must spring. Fast, good AR, shoots faster, good S secondary. Thermite. I'm not saying Thermite's bad. I think he's also a must bring, but let's bring Thermite. Thermite's a must bring as well, I think. But I'm just saying a Barn is like a gun shoots faster, so some people might prefer that, or she has the bearing 9, kind of thing. I'm getting at here, or they might like her gadget better than Thermite's because it's 3 small things instead of 2. It's very situational again. Like I'm saying, if it's a hatched play, but most people will bring both. IQ. A. Good gun, like in my opinion, good guns, good secondary, good gadgets, primary gadget, good like if they got a Valk or they got a Pulse or they got a Vigil, just track them, peel, So A, solid A, in my opinion. Jackal. Now I want to put Jackal somewhere in between these 2 tiers, but I'm gonna bring a Jackal in S tier. Because he's got a good primary. He's got 2 good primaries, the PDW and the C7E. Right, good AR and then the good SMG second primary. He's got a good secondary shotgun as in destruction wise. He's got smoke, breaches, he's got the whole kit. His gadget can track enemies, I think that's pretty good in my opinion, right? You can track enemies and they on the road, and then you can shoot them, flank them, make them have to run from the spot. Just all that good. Jaeger. Okay. Jaeger's a solid B tier because he can catch grenades with his gadget. He's got barb, which helps. He's got a just like a good carbine. Secondary is very like, I wasn't gonna say balanced. I was gonna say solid secondary. Just he's pretty good. He's speedy, so he's good for roaming. I'm not saying like, so we're gonna get Vigil real quick. I'm not saying Vigil isn't good at roaming, but Jaeger's ability is more useful than Vigil, not roaming wise, but helping the team. Because Vigil is selfish, kind of his own. But Jaeger is the team or himself, right, with the ADSs. Again, Vigil. So Vigil this time, solid guns, right? Solid primary, solid secondary. Even the slug shotgun I like myself. Impact grenades, like everything's good. It's just his gadget that I think makes him a little bit lower than the rest. Cade was Bandit. So I'm actually gonna put Cade in. No, Cade will stay. Cade will stay in A tier because he's just like Bandit. I will put them together. He electrifies things, but he can get hatches. He doesn't have exactly as lot as most as bandits, but he can get hatches. He's got a very solid shotgun slug and a very solid SMG. I use the SMG in my opinion, but I'll use both. Then he's got his very, I think, good pistol in my opinion, or ACOG and such. Then he's got impact nades or a C4, like C4 anchor. So yeah, solid. Capcan. Now I'm gonna throw Capcan into B. And I'm gonna throw him with Legion, and I'll explain Capcan first. Capcan because solid gadgets. Most people know there's a Capcan, but they won't look for him. You know, they won't look down to shoot at it. Sometimes they won't remember, so they'll run through it easily. Unlike Frost, where most people might have the habit of looking down, Capcan you don't normally have habits of looking at the doorways because you want to fight the enemies and you're more suspicious of that. Solid SMG, solid shotgun, solid gadgets. Impact nades of C4, PMM, GSH-18, like, you can't go wrong with this kit. 2 armor, 2 speed, not recently, but they did change it before, so solid, you know, he's balanced, kind of. Legion, he's got a good SMG, he's got a good shotgun, his pistol's okay in my opinion, he's got impact nades, he's got a shield, I think, I don't quite remember, and his gadget, I think his gadget is what really boosts him here, so I don't think he's a B, I think he's more of an A. Because of his gadgets, it slows enemies, it makes them stop doing actions, it makes them just stop doing a lot in general. Right, like, just really good in my opinion. It just changes, right? Because if they take too long, because most people, let's say in the why can't I remember this? Pro upper high, they'll take longer to use their like attack, and that's where Legion comes in. You know, even when he's dead, he can see it on teammates' screens. I think, and bam, 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 he can tell and be like there, and they'll pre-fire and they're dead. Right, pretty good. So we might not skip a few, but I think we'll go to the higher up ranks. So I'll go to Maestro first. Where's Echo? Oh, I haven't put Echo on. Alright, I was gonna say Maestro. It's good. He denies, he can see through smoke, he's got a nice LMG, he's got a secondary shoddy-ish pistol where it break things, or a pistol that hurts. Good gadgets, and primary, like I said. He's like the same with Echo, right? His guns are good, nice primary. Like they both got what's the word? They both have ACOGs. And so I was a bit busy, so. And nice secondaries, nice gadgets. Their primary gadget, both deny. Like, you just need them. Like, a lot of people ban Echo and Maestro, and that's just for a reason like that. Like I say, they're denies. We might go to Valk real quick. I'll put her on A, okay? Because good SMG, nice MPX, beautiful, nice shotgun. Deagle got a buff, less recoil, muzzle brake, suppressor, C4 or shield. I'm pretty sure. I don't quite remember because I don't use them. This is balanced, like speed and armor, and primary gadget where you can get intel. Like throw cam there, up there, or down there, and it gets in cam. Even when she's dead, it's stay there, and anyone can use it. Unlike Maestro, they can't move it when they're dead, or when he's dead, and they can't move it. They can move the Valkyrie cam, unlike. Because I don't think a Valkyrie is a must bring. I think she's more of a you should bring. Same goes for Mozzie. Alright, Mozzie I think is a very solid operator. Very solid. He's got a good SMGs, right, you can choose from. He's got a secondary shotgun, bam, bam, break things. Got a C4. This gadget, like, you can use drones, but I like when I was watching videos of Pro League, they can deny the drone from coming in that direction. If they can't see the Mozzie thing, it'll stop drones coming through that hallway, let's say, or doorway specifically. Maybe you won't use the drone because Mozzie's like roaming-ish, but it will use it to deny ways for the drone to come in and they won't see it. Mira. I've skipped a line, haven't I? I'd say B. She's good. Nice SMG. You know. Shotgun isn't the best, but I'll say it's okay. Super, like, secondary shotty again. A pistol, maybe. C4 a shield, that I know. And her gadget, situational. Like, it does change ways people play. And maybe if you have a twitch or you got someone like a buck from below, it'll destroy the mirror and it'll make a peak way. But it's depending on the objective, because some objectives, I don't think in general she will have a lot of use there. Just like watch it. Right, like I don't think she has much of a use where she can do anything there. I just think, in my opinion, of course, like I just think she's solid. She isn't the best, she is the most useful, because not all objectives need it. Unlike these people, right? They can run, like, no matter the objective, right? So then these top, like, these people aren't affected. Let's say the defenders are first, right? That. They aren't affected. Unlike Cade and Bandit, maybe a little bit affected by the bomb, but mostly they have their gadgets somewhere. Mirror, unlike, you don't know where to put your mirrors, because it can affect you more than it can affect the enemy. Smoke, S, because denial plant, shotgun or SMG primary, shotgun, SMG secondary or pistol, but just saying, secondary SMG. Impact grenades or Bob, right? Like all around kit, very good. I think it's very useful for defense. If you were to run sledge on attack with a shotgun or SMG, don't think it's exactly the same as running a smoke on defense with a shotgun or SMG. And his primary gadget to deny, like I'm saying with the Finker, if they're getting Finkered, make him die quicker, just pretty good all around. And he can run no matter the objective, right? Maybe you might need to run an SMG because it's a long range objective or a long range map. But either way, he'll still be useful. This is going for about 30 minutes, I apologize. I'm just explaining my thoughts. Sophia, solid B tier. Oh, how about I go with Twitch first? I think Twitch is a solid B tier. I think I'm gonna say B tier because she's solid. No, she's good. Her F2 is amazing. Yeah, it's good, but like her Twitch drone isn't the best. It's 5 zaps, so not a lot if you miss, or if you go for cameras, you won't have certain things. So drone isn't exactly the best out there. But her drone is good. Her guns are good. Everything's pretty much good about it. I think it's all solid wise. Not the best, but solid. Okay, Nomad. Oh, this is getting harder, man. Nomad, I think would be an A tier. Because it's just like Gridlock. Denies ways to come through, and this time if they won't know, they'll just get blasted back. She's got a Claymore, breach charges. Nice 2 primaries, right? It's up to you which you want to choose, but they're really good either way, in my opinion. Nice secondary with the ACOG. So all around, she's pretty solid. She's got stuns or breaches. Oh no, she's got stuns and breaches or Claymore. Sorry, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it changed before, but I don't quite remember now. But it was something like that. Anyway, those were. I'm just gonna stop talking about that. I'm just gonna say she's solid all around. Monty, B tier, solid B. He's good. He's good for plant, like bombs, which is mostly the only objective. Sights, you know, just secondaries are good, like P9 or Revolver. Right, they're not bad. Smokes are stuns, I think. got a deployable, not a deployable, a extendable shield. Just helping teammates, really, just solid all around, in my opinion. Whoops. I just wanted to see what that did. Comes to the last few. Lion, I haven't had much experience with Lion myself, but I'd say he's more of a B tier than anything, because he's got a solid guns, right? Exactly not the best guns, but he's got solid guns, solid secondaries, okay primaries, I think, solid secondaries, solid gadgets. Primary gadget has got nerfed though, so it isn't exactly as OP as it was before, but it's good. You got a little bit of a scan here and there to stop. I don't know. I don't have much to say about Lion personally, because I don't run him as often if I were to say other people, or if I were to watch, because in Pro League, ranked games that I play, sometimes he's banned most of the time. So that's why I think I'm not gonna rank him too high or too low. I think I'm just gonna put him average B. Speeds all around. Oh, the last few. Tachanka, my lord. Hold on. Let me just add row above. Right, it added. All right. I'm gonna rename this one to can't be ranked. I'm gonna make it black. Like it's so. Oh, you can't see that, can you? I'll make it purple. Can't be ranked. That's Tachanka up there. He's the god and savior. If I were to be honest though, I think he's E. But I run him really well, in my opinion. I think I'm pretty good at Tachanka, but gadget wise, E. But he can't be ranked, apart from that. Sledge. See, I don't want to go into depth with all of them, so I'm going to be honest. Sledge is a solid C, is solid B. Solid self-destruction, solid gun, solid secondary, solid gadgets, right? Not much to say about him. Rook, again, like Doc, solid everything, good gadget, helps the team either way. Thatcher, I think Thatcher's more of a A. Ooh, I think Thatcher's more of an S, but I'm going to put an A, because he's not needed all the time, I'd say, right? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm going to throw Maverick in S, because Maverick, I think, in my opinion, generally has better guns than Thatcher. Thatcher's more solid, and Maverick's pretty good, but there's a kind of a risk with it. His secondaries are good, like Thatcher's, they're both good, but I think gadget-wise, I think Maverick can open holes to shoot people through, or could get the charges, or make it a softball, unlike Thatcher, which just gets it, but not most of the days bandits are bandit tricking. So that's why I'm going to put him lower than Maverick, unlike Maverick, where he can do things like that. Sphere, solid B tier, I'm going to say, because it's like Sledge. She's got the grenade launcher, though, which is, I think, better. But her guns are solid, secondary solid, everything's just solid. Because her gadget isn't like, you need to bring. Her gadget's more like, she's more like, you can bring because of a gadget. But there's more useful people because of their gadget, and just because of their gadget. Pulse, I'm going to put A. It's situational though, because depending on what I'm playing, normally second floor, Pulse. But Pulse can be played pretty much on anything, to be honest with you. Solid gun, solid secondary gadget, solid primary gadget. Heartbeat detector, shoot through walls and all. Ying, okay, no, we're gonna do Mute first. Mute, I'm gonna say B. He's like Mozzie, right? But he's like Mozzie, but I think Mute's guns are a little bit worse than Mozzie, because his primaries are the MP5K or the shotgun, unlike Mozzie's primaries, which I apologize that I've forgotten, but you should know what I'm talking about. They're pretty good. His secondary, though, I think his SG-11's better for Mute, and Mozzie has a super shoddy, but like, you know, they'll have different kits, of course. But I think Mozzie's just a little bit useful, in my opinion, because I think I prefer his guns over Mute. Personal preference, of course. But I think Mute still solid, yes. So you should bring, depending on the place you're going again, situational, but really just solid for Mute, my guy. Okay, Ying. Ying, I think, is solid B tier, in my opinion, because of a gadget. But I think I bring it down to C, just because, not because she's horrible, right? Or because, oh, you're wrong, because her gadgets are really good, kind of thing. Gadget's good, Ying and all that, with her Ying Candela. But I think her guns are kind of bringing it down, not gonna lie. Her Type 85, that's a barn up. Her LMG brings it down a bit more, because her gun's not the best. Shotgun, no. Like, I think I'd rather run the LMG. Her pistol is okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty solid. I'm gonna keep saying solid is the word I'll say. She's got a decent secondary gadgets. I think her primary gadget's good, but I think she's more C because of her primary. And not a lot of people think to bring her, because you'll need a strategy, you need to work with the team. If you don't work with the team, you're pretty done. And Jaeger can deny you, like, it's not hard, so definitely C. So that's the whole game so far without Knock and Warden. I'm not going to go through ranking that, because it's been a long recording, and I'm not going to edit it, sadly, because you want to hear me talk, of course, so, and disclaimers and all that. So if you do want to skip ahead, though, you can do so, just saying here. But yeah, since I'm not going to edit anything, I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize, it's a long one, and that GoFundMe page, if you donate just any change, right? Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I need money kind of thing, but if you want Siege gameplay, I can't, because my graphic card isn't the best, and no matter how low I put the video thing settings, it's still where the frames just drop. So any change, $1, $2, anything will help me, because I'm trying to get more money or save more money up. If you were to support me like that, that'd also be pretty good. But hopefully soon this year, or it might have to be early next year, but hopefully this year soon, I'll be able to record more Siege gameplay, and I'll show you how good I am, nearly plat, because I keep getting deranked by teammates. But yeah, this is my personal preference. Oh, again, disclaimer. Not disclaimer. Or again, this is just my personal preference of what I think it should be up there on the tier list. But again, comment down below what you think that shouldn't be there, or what should be B, or what should be A, or, you know, swap around, what should be lower, what should be higher. But again, this is mine. Again, I'm not a professional player. I want to be, of course, or a YouTuber, or both, streamer and professional player. Wink, wink. Anyway, so let me finish it here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share my name. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.